Hello everybody! Today I want to talk about next steps in the research paper process, and I want to start with the research disciplinary diagram that's on page 16 of the Writing and Music book, so if you want to open that up and take a look at it with me. So far we have identified a topic and a context and formulated a research question. Many of you have noticed that research question has to change or be focused in response to the data that you've collected or the results that you've collected. So right now, your annotated bibliography is basically a collection of these results here. Now we're going to start working on this process of analysis and interpretation for the next steps. The findings are your reactions to the results that you have collected in your annotated bibliography. In other words, your interpretation of the sources that you've found. So right now we really need to focus on this section of analysis and interpretation. So one of the things that I think is really important in this analysis process is the technique of free writing. So there's two sections in the book that really address free writing. One of them is on page 25 in the chapter 2 that's just about the general writing process. So you might want to take a look at that, where we talk about free writing as this stage in this iterative process of brainstorming, free writing. You create a thesis, then you might want to free write again. You might outline and draft and then free write some more. This kind of returning process. But in terms of the research paper, specifically, I want you to pay particular attention to page 91 in the chapter about writing a research paper. So this gives you specific instructions on how to do some free writing. So one thing that I would really like you to pay attention to is this idea of setting a timer, say for about 45 minutes, really setting your sources aside, get some quiet time, get some space, turn off your email, turn off texting so you don't get interrupted. And then the idea is to just write without editing, without judging, just as long as you can. And if you want to kind of jumpstart that kind of analysis process, think about these questions that are here. What are the research questions in my sources? What are my sources really saying about my topic? How do they relate to my research question? Do I see trends in the research? Are there some sources that are really eye-opening? Are some that disagree with others? What am I surprised by? What do I want to find more about? So really take some time to think about what it is that you want to research and find out about, and you will not know before you start free writing. I think you'll be surprised by what you discover in the free writing process. So take a look at this free writing example. This is from an actual student from a couple years ago. She was writing on an American composer named Gottschalk and this piece called Bambula. So you'll notice that her free writing is often quite awkward. There are misspellings. She's got little notes like this that just look kind of bizarre. It's very informal. But notice that she generates more questions than she started with. And she ends up actually revising her research question based on the findings from her free writing. These are things that she wouldn't have thought about before writing it. I really believe that writing is a way of finding out what you think. Writing isn't what we do after we've done all the thinking. Writing is a way of thinking. I guess that's the best way to put it. So I think this is a really powerful tool. I hope you take advantage of it. And obviously you're going to free write for me and then upload it. I'm going to post another video about how to make a working outline based on your free writing. All right, good luck with the free writing.